Okay. I'm gonna act like I'm talking directly to you, Brian.
There you go. Talk to me.
So I'm gonna do Greek style pizza dough. Everything you were here from the Philippines, you did the butter dough, Rome style pizza, like 80% integration rate. So with this mixer, it's pretty easy. And we need the dough hook. Where's the dough hook?
Here you go. Here's one.
So what I'm doing is a Greek style pizza dough. It's much drier than the 80% Roman style dough. It's probably like, so it's like 53%, right?
Can't hear very well.
So can you hear?
I can hear you.
You can hear him?
I can hear him. He's just a soft-spoken guy, baby.
Okay. Let me know. Please, like, go ahead. Have comments, questions, please. This is the conversation. Don't even think about the demo. Don't even think about the demo. So, this is a drier dough, but I'm using things like milk, I'm using a lot of oil, I'm using sugar. You know, if eggs were crazy price right now, I'd be using eggs in this dough, right? It's almost like a brioche, right? So even though the water content is somewhere in the mid, low 50s, the other ingredients we add to it make it a very soft, pliable dough, easy to work with. This is a pan pizza that's very common throughout New England. Okay, so this is, to give you a little history, it's called Greek style pizza not because you're adding like Colorado olives or feta and things like that. This is a style pizza that Greek immigrants created in the 1960s throughout New England after the initial wave of immigrants in Italy retired. Came from like, you know, like the 20s, like the 30s. They started retiring, selling their pizzerias. The Greek immigrants started taking over and doing their own style pizza. And this has usually like a blend of mozzarella and white cheddar, sometimes maybe like Monterey Jack, like a hard cheese, right? So that's usually the blend of cheese you see on these pizzas. Shallow pan pizza, it's a round pizza. It's not like a Sicilian that's like thick or thin like a grandma, it's like somewhere in between, right? Maybe like an inch thick. So there's like cooking time to it. The other thing I want to add to this is a great dough for things like Detroit style pizza. I use it for bar pizza. My family uses style pizza in New York for over 20 years. It's a very resilient dough. I work with pre-ferments a lot. I do a lot of sourdough, long fermentation, wet doughs. But I thought, you know what, let me bring it back home, try something that I've used, that I grew up with. Yeah, I'll do that for you guys today. So flour for this, usually what I do bread flour. So if you're using in the pizzeria, let's say like you don't want like an all-purpose flour, you don't want an all-purpose, you might want to use something like a General Mills full strength, King Arthur, Special Patent. I've even used something like Hector's for this. I think I'm using a Caputo for this today, just for sake, you know, for this demo. But you want something like a red flour for this.
Caputo Red?
Sorry?
Caputo Red?
I'm using Caputo Red for this, just for the demo. I haven't done this with Caputo Red, and I probably would, because I don't think Caputo is a malted flour. I think you might probably want a malted flour for this, but just for the sake of the demo, because I think that the strength is kind of close to red flour, that's what I'm thinking today. And you can add even up to like 3% whole wheat to this. You know, because it's like a drier dough and you have the fats for this, it's not going to interfere too much with the gluten properties of this dough. So I'm using maybe like 2 or 3% whole wheat to this. And because it is a drier dough, I like adding my dry ingredients first. Instead of doing things like auto leaves, delayed salt, I'll do my dry ingredients first. Dry ingredients, salt. So I am someone who likes doing a delayed salt, but because this is so dry, adding the delayed salt, it's gonna like clump up. So I just say add it at the beginning. Again, a very forgiving dough. I got my salt, I got sugar in this. Again, sugar, I don't think I'll use in my other pizza doughs. I usually add starters and then maybe, but again, this is a direct dough. This is the kind of dough, you know, We've been mixing like these giant Hobarts, like the 54s, right? Planetary mixer, just like really like kneading into there. What's that do? That generates a lot of friction, a lot of heat. It's gonna like blow your dough. This mixer, go really slow. The bowl is mixing independently, actually in conjunction with the hook, right? So it's a gentler mix. You're not generating as much friction. So you get the setup. Here's the breaker bar. There's actually dishwashers saying this is really like mixing by hand. A lot of fun mixing like that. Not hesitate to break this out and just go ahead and do some mixing. Yeah. Water first, you do this. This is pretty cold water. I mentioned the friction factor, right? You want colder water for this to take into account friction the dough is going to generate, right? My family's pizzeria, we didn't really, take temperatures, whatever. It was just like you take the tomato cans, right, up to the line, you could draw with the Sharpie, that's your water. Colder water during the summer, warmer water during winter, that was kind of like the rule, right? I like temping everything. I temp my flour, I temp my starters, whatever, right? This, I would say, maybe around 65 degrees, right? Because we're also going to add some milk to this. The milk you can actually add right out of the fridge, 41 degrees. That's going to give you something around like 78, 80 degrees Fahrenheit once you're all said and done. All right.
So all the dry is already in the bowl?
All the dry ingredients are already in the bowl.
Sweet.
Are we on? We're on. Okay. I'm a little short, so I gotta like do this.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Before anything, I'm just gonna let this go for a minute. Dry ingredients or anything.